Hey guys, today I'll be doing my first Scratch tutorial on my channel, and in this tutorial I'll be doing a 3D engine. And first you want to start off by deleting this flag and then making a new one. Call it render, then make it the background just all black. Now you're going to put it in the one green flag clicked. Then you're going to set the ghost effect to 100. Then you're going to want to drag in a forever. Then you're going to want to do clear. Now you're going to go to more blocks, click make a block, then write point. Then you're going to click options, then you're going to add a number input, add an X, Y, and Z. Click OK. Now the point block converts X, Y, and Z to X and Y. So it's basically converting 3D positions to a 2D plane with depth. So now you're going to go to data, create a new variable, create new variables, px, py, xpos, ypos, zpos, and now just make sure these are not shown. Then you're going to grab two set variables, put into point, do px and py. Now you're going to grab three other set variables, xpos, ypos. Now what xpos and ypos would be like where whatever you draw on, like the object, it'll set like the position like on the screen, and then Z is like the depth. So like and this like does some other stuff. You can mess around with it, but the number that I like to use is 155, and you should use it too. It's really good. So now let's get back to this point block. So you're gonna want to put these blocks in the same order as I do, or it won't work. So you're gonna put plus, divide, plus, times, plus. Now this would be the base. Duplicate it, and then we're gonna do Z position, Z pause. Oops. Z pause. Then we're going to do X here, Y, X pause, Y pause, Z pause, Z, Z, X pause, and then Y pause. I'll put these right here, and this will just be the converter. Now we're just going to create another block, call it line. Add in these parameters, number inputs, x1, y1, z1, x2, y2, z2. Click OK. Now the line block is the second most important block because it draws the lines by the inputs you give, and is the only block which will draw lines, and it draws lines from point 1 to point 2, as you can tell by like these number inputs, and like it's called a line. So in here we're gonna put pen up into point x, y, z. Make sure you get this order right, x, y, and z, like for one, and then you're gonna want to put a go to x, px, y, and then py. Now you're going to want to put a pen down, pen up, pen up like right at the end. You're going to want to do x2, y2, z2. And you're going to want to put a go to, px, and then py. Now this will create our 3D lines. So let's just test it out right now. I'm going to grab a line, set it onto 0. Set the x to -50, and set the x2 to 50. Now this will create a line right there. You can see the line. So let's just change the size of the line to size 3. I like this. Let's put it just right there. Now it's a good line, but now we're gonna need a way to control, like move around the line. So we're just gonna make a controller. Call it controller. Make it a new block. Just put in a number input. SP stands for speed. So this will be the movement speed of the object. So then put it under the clear. Then set this to whatever speed you want. And now you're gonna want to put if on the controller, if key up arrow, if key left arrow, if key down arrow, and then if key right arrow. Now you're gonna want to do is change X position, no, Y position right here by SP, and go to the down, and you're gonna grab the operator times and then -1, put it right here. And you're just gonna duplicate this, put it to the left, change this to X+xpos, duplicate it here, take this out, put SP right there. So what this is doing is it's a basic controller that will control and like move the whatever you've drawn in 3D and just move it around. So let's just do a quick test to see if it works. So everything's working out properly. So now it doesn't look like 3D right now, but like that's because I didn't add any Z. So let's take out the X and let's just like restart it. Let's do -50. Now we're gonna start it back. Now as you could tell, it looks like a 3D line. So see, as it gets closer to the middle, it gets closer to being a dot, because like it's like a line, and like you can see the depth. That's like the Z position. So this is really cool, but this is not it. We're gonna take this out and we're gonna zoom all the way out. We're gonna grab a minus, put it down here, and zoom in. We're gonna move the controller down here, move the point up there, move the line there. Now we're just gonna create. So I've been creating like these, like how you would add in line. You could add in as much as these as you want. But we're gonna create another thing like this, but it's gonna create a new shape. Instead of a line, we're gonna do a rectangle. So let's do X, ZX. Okay, let's do XZ underscore rectangle. Put in these inputs, X1, Z1, X2, Z2, and put in Y. Put this down here. And you're gonna grab a line, put Y right here and right here. Duplicate this 4 times. Now you're gonna put in these as I show you. So X1, X2, X2, X1. Z1, Z1, Z2, Z2, X2, X2, X1, X1, Z1, Z2, Z2, Z1. Now we just created a rectangle, so let's try it out. Let's grab in this, restart it. Let's do -50, -50, 50, 50, let's put 0 for the Y. Now we start it up. It doesn't look like much, that's why we have to move it around. Now you could really see how it's starting to look like a rectangle. See, it looks really nice, and it's like really 3D and stuff. It's really cool. So now we have this cool shape, but this is not all we're gonna make. Oh, excuse me. We're gonna create a cube block. Now put in the number inputs, X1, Z1, X2, Z2, Y, and Y height. So the Y will be the base of the cube, and Y height is how high the cube goes. So we're gonna now put in this thing, the rectangle, and put X1, Z1, X2, Z2, Y. Copy it, but then put in Y height. Now let's just load in the cube now. See how it looks. Z minus 50, minus 50, 50, 50, minus 50, 50. Now, as you can see, it's looking more like a cube, but it's not there yet, because like these two rectangles are floating, and that's not how a cube looks. So we're gonna have to add some lines to connect it. So we'll add in a line. Put x1, c1. Oh wait, no. Let me put x1, y, z1, x1, yi, z1. So we'll create our first line, duplicate it, and then for here we're gonna change the x1s to x2s. Now created the two lines, duplicate these two, change all the z's to z2, the z1s to z2. Now it should look like a proper cube. There you go. See, it's a proper cube. It acts properly like it's a cube, and that's really cool. Like you could create a cube like this, and you only added in one block instead of adding in like 50 lines. Like 50 lines, that would look like something like this. This makes it instead of looking like this makes it really easy and compact. And now you could like duplicate this a lot, and then you could add in like 4 cubes, change up the numbers, do cool stuff. It's just all by this, and you can make a lot more shapes if you want. And I'll be probably showing you some more shapes in the future that are more complex than just a cube. So hope you like this tutorial, and the next tutorial I'll do is going to be really cool. It's going to be like, it's going to have rotation, new cubes, and like some really cool stuff that you could try out in your 3D programs. So I hope you liked this tutorial and it was helpful. And 3D is dope, and 3D is not that hard, but it seems hard at first, but once you get the bases and like get the formulas done, like understand how like the graph works with 3D coordinates and all that stuff, it becomes really easy until you get to like the harder topics of 3D, like triangular filling and all that stuff like that. So hope this video helped, and stay tuned for my part 2, episode 2, which is gonna have like some rotation. See this cube? Gonna have some rotation. I'm gonna show you some really cool math formulas, new shapes, how to do more cool things with this, and bye.